everyone in the room, I would like to take from Professor Neil Turok when he spoke about Africa, and every one of you have spoken about Africa. And it is such a delight to be able to present awards for the supporters of Africa. They are supporters of AIMS, but I think in the bigger scheme, they are supporters of Africa. You would all be aware of the Africa 2063 agenda, which talks to the Africa we want. Actually, even the document says the Africa we want. And I think AIMS is the biggest driver of that Africa we want. That Africa we want is a 50-year plan or a 50-year strategy. But within that 50-year plan, there's a 10-year implementation plan, which started from 2014. And one of the aspirations in the 10-year implementation plan, it talks about a skill revolution, a skill of science and technology and IT skills. And I think AIMS is a driver of that revolution, is the biggest driver of that revolution. I would like to acknowledge our funders, our donors, our supporters, and partners of AIMS, and most particularly as I make these awards, which are made to students who have performed exceptionally well during the course of the year at AIMS. These are endowed scholarships and have all come about through investments of substantial donations to AIMS, which now provide annual student bursaries. They are thus being awarded retrospectively to acknowledge the achievements of high-performing students. I'll start with the Stephen Hawking Scholarship. The late Professor Hawking was widely regarded as one of the most brilliant theoretical physicists since Einstein. Despite his diagnosis of motor neuron disease in early adulthood, he went on to become a brilliant researcher. We all know the story. He was a professorial fellow and Lucasian professor at Cambridge University. He was awarded over a dozen honorary degrees, as well as the Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, the CBE, in 1982. He was a great supporter of AIMS. His only visit to Africa was in 2008, when he came to participate in the launch of the AIMS Next Einstein initiative in Cape Town. His public lecture here in Muizenberg at the Muizenberg Pavilion attracted a huge crowd, with many people having to be turned away. We are very grateful for this scholarship. And I would like to call upon Mr. Kiadi Mahefa Henry Manantena from Madagascar. Kiadi is awarded this scholarship for his achievements, which included a research project on discriminating quack and gluon-initiated jets under the supervision of Dr. Deepak Kar of the University of the Witwatersrand. The second one is the Martin Rees Scholarship. Just a little bit of background. Lord Martin Rees is widely acknowledged as one of the world's leading astronomers and cosmologists. He's former president of the Royal Society, Master of Trinity College, Cambridge, Royal Society Professor at Cambridge University, the UK Astronomer Royal, and the author of over 500 research papers and several books. This scholarship is awarded to Ms. Juliana Marcos. Juliana received this award for her achievements, including a research project on tuning convolutional networks under the supervision of Dr. Simukai Utete and Professor Jeff Sanders of the AIMS Research Center. Paul G. Allen Family Foundation Scholarship. Paul Gardner Allen is an American business magnate, investor and philanthropist, best known as the co-founder with Bill Gates of the Microsoft Corporation. The scholarship is awarded to Sandra Annie Kurenthwa. Sandra hails from Madagascar, is awarded this scholarship for her achievements, which included a research project on pseudomonomeres in algebraic biology under the supervision of Dr. Matthew Macaulay of Clemson University. Lastly, but not least, 2 scholarships funded by a donation from the Victor Rothschild Memorial Fund. Victor Rothschild, the 3rd Baron Rothschild, from 1910 to 1990, was a biologist by training and a member of the prominent Rothschild family. He was recruited to work for Britain's domestic intelligence agency during World War II, winning the George Medal for dangerous work in hazardous circumstances. Yes. I'm not going to say anything further. After the war, he joined the zoology department at Cambridge University. He served as chairman of the Agricultural Research Council and as worldwide head of research at Royal Dutch Shell. Throughout his life, he was a valued advisor on intelligence and science to both conservative and Labour governments. At the end of his career, he joined the Family Bank as its chairman. 2 awards awarded to Ms. Rojo Randrianomenswak. And Mr. Yasa Salah Eddin. Rojo comes from Madagascar. This scholarship is awarded for her achievements, including a research project on approximation by deep neural networks under the supervision of Professor Jeff Sanders of Ames. Mr. Yasser comes from Algeria and receives this award in recognition of his achievements, including a research project on machine learning applied to aerial images for vegetation detection, under the supervision of Dr. Jonathan Schock and Professor Adam West of UCT. I think they deserve another round of applause. I would like to say that Ames wish you well in your future endeavors. Thank you.